Hello, my friends. Thank you for finding me over here on my YouTube channel. So I just really don't think that this gets talked about enough. And that is, how do you set up your small business and organize all of the things that you buy from, well, I'm talking about silversmiths, but from silver to boxes, to shipping envelopes, to your business cards, to your website domain expenses, and everything from A to Z. I wanted to show you a really simple way, and the way that I do it. Someone else might do it differently, but I'm one of those types of people who is completely not, or used to be, really not into this end of things when it comes to my small business. I was daunted by it. I could not see the light of day. I had nowhere to begin. I didn't know what to do, and my brain just didn't go to that side of the business. But I have a really good accountant, and he's really kind, and he was able to help me set up and get things organized, at least a starting point, and then it just took off from there. And now I really pride myself on how organized I keep all my receipts and my business expenses. So I didn't realize how important it was to really take a look at what you're spending your money on and how you can cut back and how you can begin to actually make a living doing this thing that we love. And this goes for silversmiths and artists and creators of all kinds, particularly sole proprietors. Okay, so this little book right here is the one that I am absolutely 100% so proud of. This is my 2023 accounting and receipts, and this is all caught up for 2023 so far, and I'm like, oh, it's such a breath of fresh air. It's such a relief to know, and it makes you feel good. It's a relief to know that this is all ready to go, and it just makes you feel good. I feel important because I have all this set up, which is really crazy. So anyway, let me show you what I have here, and hopefully this will focus in. Okay, so you're going to need a 3-ring binder, a stapler, a hole puncher, maybe some tape, and some divider sheets that go in your 3-ring binder. And I think that's about it. That about covers your organization. Real easy. You can pick this stuff up at the dollar store for 10 or 12 bucks. Add it to your expenses. So what I have here in my very special book is everything divided. Let me turn this, and categorized up into sections. Hopefully we can focus in on that a little bit better. I have sales summary, which is basically something that I print off of my website. I have this also divided into materials, tools, office supplies, and shipping, and there's one more tucked in the back there that's for marketing. So that's how I divide it up. If you have a category that's special to your business, go ahead, add another divider thing if you want to know what those expenses are for your business. When you print anything off of the internet, when you walk in the door with anything, any kind of receipt that you have spent for your small business, do this immediately. Set it down and come back to it. Take off your coat and shoes and whatever, and then come back to it. Immediately make it the first thing that you do. Poke some holes in it, and then decide where this goes. This here is, I just had to repay for my domain, $103 that goes to GoDaddy to support my .com, tracygross.com name. This also gives my domain protection and security. So I'm going to file this probably under marketing. And then these go in the very last thing that I'm entering. This way they're in chronological order according to their date. And that's ready to be entered into my computer. Now, let's say that you have a receipt that you're not printing off, and I'll show you what I do for those. Well, what I did was I just came in and stapled the receipt right to a piece of paper and put that in my 3-ring binder. Now, here's a little trick too that makes things so much easier. Set yourself up in the beginning of your 3-ring binder with some already pre-punched blank sheets of paper. That way you can just come in, open this up, grab a sheet of paper, staple it, and stick it back in the book exactly the way it goes. And then you're ready to enter these into the computer. Now here's the trick. I don't do the computer stuff every day. I don't have receipts every day. So I'll wait a month, and usually on somewhere in the first week of the month, I'll go in and enter all of those receipts that I collected for the previous month and enter those into my, I use numbers spreadsheet, but you can use Excel. So another thing that you're going to need, which I noticed when I was setting up this shot, is a calculator. Definitely something that you're going to need. And I picked up that calculator, I think, for $4.99 at the dollar store, and it has served me well so far for 2 years. So it's a simple calculator. That's all you need. I'll put a list of everything that I pick out in the video. I'll put a list of it in the description. All right, so I have here in this column, these are all the things, that I have set up in my numbers sheet. First column, I have the date. I have the money that comes in through Venmo, my gross sales for the month, and yeah, you're getting a glimpse of my numbers here, but that's okay. It's not all the numbers. Any fees that I paid through transfer fees into my bank account, and then what I netted, and then what I paid in sales tax for Pennsylvania. Then I have my expenses that I paid for that month. So you can see I kind of broke even. If you add up all my expenses and everything that I made, I broke even in January, which is good because January is a bad month. Anyway, I digress. So then now I also have this as money out. I'm sorry, money in is in gray. Money out is in blue in the top of the column. So now I have the same tabs that are in my binder: materials, tools, office expenses, shipping, envelopes, postage, supplies, marketing, advertising, and then I have a profit and loss column over here. This over here, sometimes I'll just put a memo for what I purchased if it doesn't say so on that particular receipt. So then what you do is you just open up your book, add it to the date, and you can probably set yours up so the date scrolls with your thing and make it a little bit easier. There's a setting for that. Enter the date, enter the amount spent, and I enter this accounting style. Accountants don't like the nickels and dimes, which is understandable. They look at numbers all day long, but anyway, I digress again. So this is set up accounting style. It rounds it up or rounds it down depending on how close it is to the 50-cent mark or the dollar mark, or the next dollar up mark, I should say. And those are all entered in accordance of appearance, and also the amount that I spent there. So there is a way, there is a formula. And I should open up a blank sheet to show you this, how to do the formula in Excel, because it's really, really easy. Okay, so here I am. Just got a blank table here. I'm going to set this up really quick. We'll put the date in there. I will put expense here, and then just expense. Expense and totals right there. So let's say I don't need to enter the dates, but you get the idea there. You would enter the date that this was entered. Well, we'll do it. We'll do, today is May the 4th. May the 4th be with you. 5, 4, 2023. Are any Star Wars fans out there? May the 4th be with you. Hey, no, not 5-3. Well, let's do 5-4. 5-4-2023. Okay. Now, let's enter our expenses. So we come over here. Let's say I spent $10 on paper. That's a lot for paper. Let's say I spent $5 on some envelopes. Let's say, and this is just a shipping expense per se. It doesn't really matter. And then let's come over here and let's say that I spent $118 on silver, and I spent $50 on wire, and we'll go to the next column, and I spent what else is there? Marketing. I spent 25 bucks on a Instagram boost and 25 bucks on a Facebook boost. and then we're going to total this all up. This is so easy. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to have to back up here. Click where I want my total. I want my total right here. Now what I'm going to do is hit the equals sign. So can I get this in there? The equals sign is right here. Now it's going to ask me, what do I want to add up? Well, that's really easy. So I'm going to hit the shift key because I have to select more than one box. So as I hold shift, then I'm going to just click on all the boxes that I want totaled up. This one, this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. And then all you have to do, see the green arrow right there? I can hit enter, or I could click on the green arrow. And that brings my expenses up to $233 for those 2 dates. Really, really simple. The other thing that you could do is, let's say you wanted a total here of each column, which I also have on my website. So you could total up the whole thing, or you can total it up as a column. You can do both. So then I would just, we'll show you this again, hit the equals sign right over here, equals, and then I want to total this whole column. So I'm going to click there and click there. You can also drag and copy the whole thing, select the whole thing. Now I'm going to hit equals. That looks like a correct sum. $118. I want to total this column up, equals. And then we want to click this one, and then make sure you're holding the shift key if you want to select multiple cells, and then hit the enter key or tap the green button with your cursor. We'll do this one more time. So this is where I want my total. I want this to equal the sum of this column, or this cell and this cell, and I hit the shift key as well. And now I'm going to hit enter. And there I've got the total right there. And now let's say I want it, and we already know that the whole thing is $233. But let's say we want to add up just these 3 lines for whatever reason. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to hit equal. And then I want that sum to be in there to be totaled of this cell. Hit the shift key, this cell, and this cell. I can either hit enter or the green button. And there you have it, $233. Now let's say like this is May right in here. And let's say you're getting into June and you've got a whole bunch of numbers for June. And then throughout the whole year, and you want to sum up everything that is in all of your months. So you've already got a total over here. So you would go all the way down to the bottom of the year and then hit equals. Same thing again, hit the shift key. I'm going to hit equals first. Equals, then the shift key, and then go here and enter. And there I have it. So thank you so much for watching this whole entire video. It wasn't that bad, right? That's pretty easy. So and that gets you all set up so you're all ready to go when you go to your accountant at the end of the year. And my accountant, let me just tell you, the first year, I was a mess. I was a mess. And he was so kind, and he really helped me get set up. This year, I went back for last year's taxes. I walked in, I had my very special book that I'm so very proud of. I walked in with it in a special, nice bag. So not me, but it is me now. This is me now. And I'm really organized, and I was really happy about it. And I said, Bob, I am so very proud of myself, and I really hope that you're as proud of me too, because I've made your life so much easier this year. And he complimented me and said that it was so much easier than the year before. So I really, really do hope that this helps you. And leave me a comment. Let me know if you found this helpful. Also, if you found it helpful, please subscribe to my channel. You can find me on my website at tracygross.com. You can find me on Instagram and on Facebook at Tracy Gross Design. Thank you, everybody. Thank you, my friends. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.